Gets it going early. He's going to give you problems.
Pressey against Durant. Lister with a screen on Durant. Sidney Moncrief on the wing. Off the screen. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And the dunk by LeBron.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Now here is Moncrief. Fires top of the key. Offensive rebound. Passes to Lister. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
Now here is Moncrief. And the layup is good. Moncrief's got his second bucket of the night.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Hodges against Curry. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Sampson. Right through the D for the layup. Here's Pressey. Dishes to Moncrief. They set the screen. Lets it go from the wing. The shot is off. Seattle goes the other way with it. Sampson kicks to LeBron. Harden up top. Picked his pocket. Here's Pressey. Down low. Here's Cummings. And that one is hammered home.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
Here's Moncrief. After the basket by Seattle. 5 to shoot. Lister with a screen on James. Moncrief. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Irving with the ball. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Dunleavy. He's covered by Irving. Dunleavy kicks to Brewer. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Seattle.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go with a 3. The shot, no good. And the jam by Wallace.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And taken away by Wallace. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Van Horn. Milwaukee with the rebound. For Milwaukee, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And he makes the first.
Randy Brewer taking 2 shots.
Brewer hits them both. .106 left to play in the first quarter. Irving attacking. No luck. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's the screen. Here's Dunleavy. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
It's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. Here's Van Horn. Good on the three-point shot.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's Dunleavy. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. There's the pass to Pierce. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Dunleavy. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Irving. The shot is good off the backboard. Irving's got 5 points so far. Dunleavy kicks to Davis. And the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got his first 2 points.
And that's just a great individual play right through the...
Got it! He got it!
Just in time.
What a shot!
Unbelievable. When a shot like that falls, even the hostile crowd has to crack a smile.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for him. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
On the court for Seattle, we've got Durant, Harden out there with Curry, and it's LeBron James, and it's Sampson in at the 5 spot. Here's Lister. He kicks to Pressey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Durant with the block. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
For Seattle, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Here's Pressey. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The dish now to Moncrief. Shot from the wing. And James pulls it down.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Curry gets the bucket.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Milwaukee trails by 13. Pressey dishes to Cummings. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Now here's Harden, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And Hodges kicks to Moncrief. Knocked loose. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself.
Tell you what, this is some serious showmanship here. Loving that tomahawk.
Clark, he came with force, and that's not just getting 2 points. He was sending a message.
Making a statement.
And also a momentum shifter. I mean, the energy, you can see it. Take a look at the bench. Those guys are fired up. That makes you want to fight.
Here's Pressey. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Hodges. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Cummings. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Seattle leading by 13. Here's Curry. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Seattle shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Stephen Curry hits them both.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now here is Moncrief. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession.
Seattle ball.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. James kicks to Durant. From the line. And he overshot that one, missing. Milwaukee trails by 15. Fast break, Milwaukee. And there's the call on James.
LeBron James. That's his first personal foul.
And Hodges kicks to Moncrief. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer. And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
And it's Seattle with the ball. After the basket by Milwaukee. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And Moncrief gets it to go.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Timeout call.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle.
Dance team.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. McKeskey's checked in for Lister. Brewer comes in for Cummings. Pierce is checked in for Moncrief. And it's Dunleavy in for Hodges. Seattle leading by 14. Here's James. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defenders.
Here's Dunleavy after the basket by Seattle. And there's 1:45 left in the second quarter. Pressey kicks to Dunleavy. Off target with his three.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And so it's Milwaukee with it after LeBron James's miss. 1:11 left in the first half of the game. They set the pick. Here's Dunleavy. James covering. From deep. Seattle grabs the miss.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
Seattle leading by 16. The steal. Fast break. Milwaukee ahead. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Still team ball.
Davis is checked in for Milwaukee. And Seattle also making a change. Higgins, he's checked in for James. .29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Dunleavy. 5 on the clock. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Fires it up. They get it back. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
11 seconds left to play in the first half. Irving drives in. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Right side Davis. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Seattle ahead, up by 16. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Pressey is out there with Cummings. Then there's Lister. Then it's Moncrief. And it's Hodges in at point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here is Hodges. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pressey passes to Hodges. Just 5 to shoot. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant. For Milwaukee, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
at the line for two.
And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Here is Hodges. James Harden picking up that last basket. Passes it to Lister. Kicks to Pressey. It's Moncrief on the wing. No good on the triple. Seattle leading by 19 points. And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks. They continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Curry against Hodges. It's Moncrief on the wing. That one off the back iron and out.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
And Curry, here we go. That's tipped.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. James sets the screen for Curry. In the corner, Harden. Here's LeBron. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here is Hodges, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Moncrief, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Milwaukee team ball.
Clock at 4. Here's Moncrief.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And Milwaukee has possession after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Cummings against James. Cummings passes to Lister. Back to Cummings. Sidney Moncrief on the wing. Pass to Hodges. Pressey against Durant. They need this. Pressey's shot is off. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Seattle shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And Seattle making a change here. Barnes is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Milwaukee now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
You know, he doesn't have much quickness, but he'll still attack the rim when given the chance.
And it's Seattle with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. And the basket by Curry.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end. That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pressey dishes to Cummings. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And it's Seattle with the ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
It's been a solid outing for Curry. 18 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. McKeskey's checked in for Lister. Davis comes in for Pressey. Pierce is checked in for Moncrief. And it's Dunleavy in for Hodges. And it's Davis missing. Davis has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Thompson. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Dunleavy.
Timeout call.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
Irving's checked in for Seattle. And so it's Milwaukee now. Pierce kicks to Dunleavy. Cummings in the post. He's got 6.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just a take-no-chance slam by the big fella.
Here's Dunleavy after the basket by Seattle. Cummings passes to Pierce, and the basket good.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Higgins is checked in for Harrison Barnes. For Milwaukee, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. Here's Irving.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Going against Irving has been a big issue for him. 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Here's Dunleavy, covered by Irving. Now Dunleavy. 5 on the clock. They set the pick. Tries it from 19. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard. I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
He feeds it to Cummings. It's tipped, but he gets it back. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, and the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the floor for Seattle, we've got Irving. Higgins is out there with Wallace. Then there's Askew, and it's Babb in at the shooting guard position. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Seattle.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's Dunleavy. He's covered by Irving. Outside, Pierce. That's good from 17 feet away.
And he should thank the D for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Now, here is Irving. From 15 feet away, It's rebounded by Mokeski. Here's Dunleavy. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pierce. No good. Seattle goes the other way with it. Babb kicks to Irving. Shot is off. Here's Milwaukee now. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. And there's the feed to Brewer. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dunleavy. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Some changes for Seattle. Sampson's checked in, and it's Barnes in for Irving. The free throw drops for Dunleavy. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Babb. Out left to the wing. Here's Sampson. Rebound, Milwaukee. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Out to the right wing. Dishes it to Dunleavy. Davis kicks to Dunleavy. There's the pick. From the arc. And they turn over the 24-second buzzers. Here's Babb, fended by Dunleavy from 15 feet away, and that one's good. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside, Davis. On the wing, Brewer. He dishes it to Dunleavy. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Pierce. Back to Davis. From deep. They get it back. Jones checked in for Pierce.
That's his first personal foul. Checking in for your Milwaukee team. William Jones.
Here's Babb, defended by Jones. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, they get it again.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Dunleavy, covered by Barnes. Dunleavy's shot is off.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Higgins. Sampson, the follow-up champ.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He assaulted the glass, you're right, then assaulted the rim.
Yeah, straight bringing the hard hat on that one. That's what you like to see on the backboard.
Feeds to Jones. Outside, Davis. There's a good screen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Dunleavy.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Sampson, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
Outside, Jones. Brewer with a screen for Jones. On the wing, Brewer. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. At the line, Randy Brewer. At the line,
and that one falls for Brewer.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Pierce has checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And Seattle also making a change. Thompson's checked in. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Sampson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Outside, Jones, 6 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Seattle.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Curry. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thompson for the triple, and he gets it to go.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Pierce kicks to Jones. Davis dishes to Jones. Brewer with a screen for Jones. 4 on the shot clock. Trying to get open is Davis, and he can't bank that one in. And that one's good, Askew.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
And here's Jones. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
Can't be sleeping, keep on waking without the woman next to me. Guilt is burning, inside I'm hurting. This ain't a feeling I can keep, so blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. So blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Oh, I'm so sorry, baby. Yeah. I got to say, I'm sorry. Oh, I promise. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yo, look towards the darkness.
Nah, yo, look towards the light.
Yo, what is that?
It's a supernova.
Nah, man, that's a black hole.
Yo, it's.
I leap over lies in a single pound. The Black Prophet, one day I got struck by knowledge of self. It gave me super scientific powers. Now I run through the ghetto, battling my arch nemesis, Mr. Ignorance. He's been trying to take me out since the days of my youth. He feared this day will come. I'm hot on his trail, but sometimes he slips away because he has an army. They always give me trouble, mainly hatred, jealousy, and envy. They attack me. They think they got me, but I use my super science and I twist all three. I see sparks over that building. At me, I dip, do a backflip, then I in the heart with bookmarks. Ignorance hates when I drop it, but no matter what he do, he can't stop the prophet.
Yo, Prophet, come here real quick. Yo, I just saw Ignorance downtown. Let me put you on.
Word, he down there bugging. He got them ill and out.
Let's continue the saga, mad drama. I met this chick, she said she knew where Ignorance was at. I said where? She said downtown. He had. I think the line is a setup, I can smell it, but Ignorance is running rampant. Aight, baby, show me the exact spot. Meet me at Hoyt and Skimmerhorn at 3 on the dot. So I hops up on the A train, I'm being followed. My seventh sense is danger. I turn around, this anger, and he brought a marble along. It's the same old song. Despair and animosity got broke with the swiftness. I don't know what they think this is. I feel a sharp pain in my neck, now I can't see on my hair. They hit me with a dart filled with the pork chop serum. I tried to hold on, but before long I dropped. When I awoke, I was locked in the barber shop, trapped in the barber's chair. Oh no, they're gonna try and cut my hair, but that can't stop the prophet.
Yo, Prophet, Ignorance is tired of you following him around. We about to put an internet out right now. Animosity, Sphere, what's up? Get him, yeah.
A few minutes passed by, I hear a buzzing noise. It was that chick with some of Ignorance's boys. She said, Prophet, we got you beat. By the way, I'm Mr. Ignorance's wife, deceit. But enough talk now for your haircut. When the clippers touched my hair, they blew the... After the explosion, there was no one left. Cause I know dim mop, poison hand, touch of death. My vision's still kinda blurry, but I see a clue. Ignorance is at the library. I hurry with lightning speed like the Flash. He's at the big one on Grand Army Place. When I get inside, the door shut and the lights go off. Another trap. I hear a hissing sound. I smell a funny smell. I gasp, I can't breathe. Ignorance is laughing at me, waiting on my downfall. But he can't stop the prophet.
Well, Prophet, it seems like you're in a bit of a jam. I hope you can unstick yourself. Oh, and what you did to my wife, it was nothing. I have others. The saga continues.
takes my eye. I lift my head, blinded by the sky. Feel my way in front, following the sound. It moves away so fast, fall down to the ground. I know there's more to come. Jump back to my feet. Now I only see ahead of me, chasing down the street.
直到心跳都变
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. We'll see Utah facing Seattle. Tip-off goes to Seattle. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Utah. Malone is out there with Foster. Then there's Hornacek. Then it's Stockton, and it's Keefe in at the 3, the small forward. So it's Utah now. After the basket by Seattle, feeds it to Stockton. To the wing on the left. Pass to Hornacek. Clock at 6. Pulls up, high post. They get it back. Back to Malone. Second chance shot. Keefe passes to Hornacek. And there's the pass to Keefe. Malone against LeBron. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Keefe's shot is good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Now here's Curry. In the corner, Harden. Hornacek with the steal. Kicks it to Stockton. Malone outside. No luck. Seattle goes the other way with it. Here's James. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he can't hit the second. On defense, Seattle. And here's Stockton. Malone, a screen on Curry. And Stockton, here we go. And Foster kicks to Hornacek. Shot clock at 5. Here's Stockton. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's Seattle with the ball. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Harden. Durant's got his first 2 points.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Malone, a screen on Curry. Stockton passes to Keefe. Malone outside. Screen by Malone. And stolen by LeBron. It's Curry with the drive. Rebound by Stockton. Utah trails by 3. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
John Stockton at the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And Stockton drops them both. And it's Seattle with the ball. Outside Curry. They set the pick. To the middle. Sampson's shot, good. Sampson's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Malone, a screen on Harden. Here's Hornacek. Another miss by Utah.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Ostertag's checked in for Foster. And it's Anderson in for Keith. Anderson right side. Inside. Wants to get it to Malone and does. And good on the basket. Book it.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Poked away. Malone with the steal. Got a piece of it. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Curry. Malone with the block. Anderson dishes to Stockton. Malone, a screen on Durant. Stolen away. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. And Harden with the stop.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Here's Stockton after the basket by Seattle. Malone, a screen on Harden. A nice shot by Hornacek.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Carr comes in for Karl Malone. And Isley subbed in for Stockton. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Seattle.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Here's Isley. Lets a floater go. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Irving can't get it to go. Utah trails by 4. 55 seconds left to play here in the first. To the inside. The kick out to Anderson. Ostertag, a screen on Wallace. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hornacek, no luck.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And he gets the bucket.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical, dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Here's Isley. That's good. Isley's got his first 2 points of the night.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Irving kicks to Sampson. Back to Irving. They set the screen. Another miss by Irving. Anderson passes to Hornacek. And it's sent back by Wallace. Can't hit. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Seattle leads by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
They've got Klay Thompson. LeBron James is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Wallace, and it's Brown in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Here's Anderson. Here's Foster, banked in off the glass. Foster's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Utah. Here's Brown. Wallace a screen. Brown with it. On the wing, James from about 19 feet. And it's Malone with the rebound. Utah trailing here. Pass to Keefe. Screen by Malone. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Keefe. And Seattle making a change here. Harden's checked in. And it's tied up with that one.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Here's James. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Wallace with the screen on Stockton. Stockton against Brown. To the paint. Here's Wallace. Malone with the block. Now Stockton. Right wing. Lets it go from 11. Malone, no luck.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Catching up on the changes for Seattle. Kevin Durant's checked in for Barnes, and Curry subbed in for Brown. And it's Malone missing. Seattle with the ball. Here's Durant. Here's Wallace, and he slams it one-handed.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
And Utah has possession after the basket by Seattle. Here's Foster. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Seattle leading by 4. Curry kicks to Harden and stolen by Stockton. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And stolen by James. And then Durant with the jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Here's Malone after the basket by Seattle. And there's the call on Durant. A different look for Seattle. Sampson's checked in, and Askew subbed in for LeBron. Utah also making some changes. Ostertag comes in for Foster. And it's Hornacek for Anderson. Here is Keefe. 6 on the shot clock. Malone. And the shot is long.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Curry. Here's Sampson, and he lays it straight in. And now an 8-point Seattle lead.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Now here's Stockton. Malone with the screen. Stockton dishes to Malone. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Malone's got his second bucket of the game to go. Seattle leading by 6. Here's Curry. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Here is Keith. 1:03 left in the first half of basketball. Stockton outside. Here's Ostertag. Second shot opportunity. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Antoine Carr. He's checked in for Utah. Isley comes in for Stockton. Here's Thompson. The rebound by Isley. Utah trails by 6.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Hornacek's gone. Only 1 of 7 here from the field. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's the screen. Here's Van Horn. Hits it from three-point range. He has 5.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here is Hornacek. That's short off the rim. Askew. No good. And that concludes the first half. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Utah trails by 9. So on the floor for Utah. Keith is out there at Malone. Then there's John Stockton. Then it's Jeff Hornacek. And it's Foster in at the center, filling out the middle. Off on the layup.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
So it's Utah now after the basket by Seattle. Really left alone that time. Stockton's got 7 points in the game.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
And the basket by Curry.
And the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Now here's Malone. And Stockton, here we go. Misses off the left iron.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. That's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. That one on Malone. Anderson, he's checked in for Keith. Seattle shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. Utah trails by 14.
Timeout call.
Utah calls timeout.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And, boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
Now here's Malone. Hornacek outside. 6 to shoot. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he hits the jump shot.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Seattle calls timeout. Seattle leading by 12. There's a screen. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Inside, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
For Seattle, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Sampson taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. So he can't get either to fall. Utah trails by 12. That's tipped. And LeBron with the clear pass to the hoop. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Here's Stockton after the basket by Seattle. Malone a screen on Curry. Stockton with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Anderson's shot is off.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Stockton against Curry. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Poster tags checked in for Utah.
Greg Ostertag.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Stockton, shot is off. Curry with some nice D. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Can't get it to go.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Malone a screen on Curry. And Stockton, here we go. Got a hand on it. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Harden's got the ball.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And Steph Curry with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Utah making a change here. Isley's checked in. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Malone with the screen. Hornacek passes to Malone. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Malone's got 6.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Here's Thompson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Seattle. And so Thompson nails both of them. Utah trails by 16. Here's Isley, and he converts the layup. Isley's got his 2nd basket of the night. And here's Irving. Passes it to Sampson. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. Sampson's got 8 points.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And Seattle making a change here. Wallace is checked in, and there's the pass to Isley. The feed to Malone. And pushing it up, here's Seattle, and the shot is good. And Seattle leads by 18. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Seattle.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Keefe is checked in for Anderson. Down low, deflects the pass. Hornacek passes to Isley. Back to Hornacek. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Releases. And he gets the jumper to drop. Hornacek's got 6.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Irving attacking over in the corner. Barnes. Van Horn. He's covered by Malone. Here's Van Horn. It's hauled in by Ostertag.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Here's Isley. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Utah shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Howard Isley.
And the first one drops. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Seattle leading by 15. And Thompson kicks to Irving. It's tipped. Hornacek with the steal. Here's Isley. He's covered by Thompson. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Ostertag, a screen on Irving. That's tipped. And pushing it up, here's Seattle. Thompson with the ball. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Seattle ahead, leading by 17. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And it's Seattle with the ball. LeBron James is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Curry. And it's Sampson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Durant, no good. Utah trails by 17 by himself and finished off by Anderson.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Stockton with it. Up top, Hornacek. To the left wing. And Foster kicks to Hornacek. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to get it going. Here's Malone. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul. At the line, Karl Malone. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Malone.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Malone. He's got 8 points and 2 blocks. He's piling up the rejections to go along with the tremendous work he's done on the glass.
It's been about the paint and the way he's been able to control it all game long.
Utah trails by 17.
Timeout call.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Stockton kicks to Malone. And stolen by James. Outside Durant. And James gets it to go on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 4 assists now tonight. And Utah has possession. Trailing by 19. There's the dish to Hornacek. That one off the back iron and out.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
That's tipped, tries to save it, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Anderson in the post, defended by Durant. James kicks to Curry for the 3. Utah with the rebound. Malone's got 6 rebounds in the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And Durant comes to help. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Keefe is checked in for Utah.
Adam Keefe. Timeout call.
Seattle calls timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kansas team.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Seattle leading by 21. The drive by James. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
What a game for LeBron. He has 9 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
Hornacek against Durant. Poked loose. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Utah with the rebound.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
And he gets it to go.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Seattle with the ball. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Curry dishes to Durant. Misses the 3.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Shot's good.
They've been splashing home those 3s since halftime.
Marked improvement in their shooting from what we saw to start the game.
This is to Hornacek. Foster is screen on Harden. Here's Hornacek, and the rejection by Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for James Harden. And Utah also making a switch. Greg Ostertag, he's checked in for Foster. 5 to shoot, and stolen by LeBron. Sampson, the pass to Durant. Fade away. Goes back up. He lays it in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
That's his first personal foul.
A platoon swap here for Seattle. Utah also making some changes. Carr, he's checked in for Malone. Anderson comes in for Jeff Hornacek. And Isley subbed in for Stockton.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Seattle.
Agreed, Steve. And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on. Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And it's Brown missing. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Isley. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Nice ball movement by Utah. Launches it. Rebound by Wallace. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Askew passes to Brown. Here's Van Horn. Seattle missing again. Here's Anderson, and it's blocked by Brown. Here we go, one-on-one. Soft touch off the glass.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Here's Isley. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now it's time for the Jordan Player of the Game.